Now let's try to understand promise.all visually. So before we get started, this is how promise.all works. So promise.all method, it returns a single promise P that you can see here, and that promise fulfills only when all of the input promises that were passed, which are over here, P1, P2, P3, or when the iterable contains no promises, so which is an empty array in this case. It rejects with the reason of the first promise that rejects. So in a sense, promise.all is like a bit grumpy. It just rejects with the first promise that rejects, and it has a fail fast behavior. And as you could see here in the all passed in promises get filled scenario, we see that until all the promises get fulfilled, and as you can see here, P2 first get fulfilled, and then we have P1, and then there is P3. And once all these promises get fulfilled, the promise P gets fulfilled. Notice the order of the values are the same as the order of the promises which were passed as an iterable to promise.all. So that seems fair enough. Now let's say one of those promises failed. So that is our second case. So in this case, as you can see here, P3 resolves first and then P1 fails. And right at the moment when P1 rejects, the promise P also rejects, and it's the same reason which is given by P1, and you can see that reason with P as well. So it doesn't matter if P3 and P2 successfully fulfill. So promise.all just ignores the rest. So as I said, it's grumpy and it fails fast. So what about the scenario in which all promises fail? Now this is kind of like a no-brainer, because upon first rejection, P is going to reject as well. So yeah. And what about an empty iterable? What about a scenario in which the iterable is empty? So as you can see here, P doesn't go to the pending state at all, and it resolves immediately, basically synchronously, with a value, and that value is an empty array.